Think being born with a garbage class guarantees failure? Think again. We are counting down 10 absolute peak anime where trash tier secretly means overpowered. Kicking off our list at number 10, Ari Ferreira, From Commonplace to World's Strongest. Hajime Nagumo falls into another world alongside his entire class, but receives an abysmal synergist job. Betrayed and left to die inside a deadly labyrinth, he survives by eating monster flesh. This extreme mutation triggers physical transformations, giving him deadly new abilities to conquer the abyss and finally seek revenge. What makes this show addictive is the unapologetic edge. Watching Hajime shift from a terrified victim into a ruthless gunslinger is pure adrenaline. The CGI monsters are famously rough, but the rapid pacing and satisfying power fantasy elements easily carry the chaotic revenge narrative perfectly. Moving down the rankings to number 9. The Rising of the Shield Hero. Naofumi Iwatani is summoned as the legendary shield hero, widely considered the weakest combat role. Falsely accused of a terrible crime and stripped of all resources, he becomes an outcast. Forced to survive alone, he recruits a demi-human slave and discovers unconventional methods to unlock his shield's true hidden potential. This masterclass in grim fantasy excels through brilliant character progression. You genuinely feel his seething anger and absolute isolation. The musical score is hauntingly beautiful, elevating every intense showdown. Watching him outsmart arrogant rivals using defensive tactics alone delivers immense viewer satisfaction and massive hype. Slamming into our list at number 8. So I'm a Spider, So What? Reincarnated as a lowly dungeon spider, our protagonist faces immediate death from terrifyingly superior predators. Armed with only human intelligence and extreme optimism, she must constantly level up through a harsh gaming system. She builds webs, learns dangerous magic, and furiously grinds experience to conquer the brutal underground monster ecosystem. Oiyuki delivers a spectacular voice acting performance, carrying the entire series with hilarious inner monologues. The split timeline narrative keeps things incredibly engaging, completely subverting standard expectations. It beautifully balances terrifying survival horror elements with absurd comedy, making her eventual godlike evolution feel earned. Cutting through the competition at number 7, Skeleton Knight in Another World Awakening. Inside his favorite video game, a gamer discovers he inhabits his powerful avatar, but suffers a bony curse. Looking entirely like an undead skeleton, he hides his terrifying appearance beneath heavy armor. He travels the vibrant fantasy realm as a wandering mercenary, completing quests while avoiding holy religious crusaders. Do not let the grim skeletal aesthetic fool you. This show thrives on pure wholesomeness and breathtaking high fantasy exploration. Ark is surprisingly gentle, and watching a walking nightmare act like a total softie creates phenomenal comedic contrast alongside the surprisingly gorgeous fluid combat sequences. Scavenging a spot at number 6, The Weakest Tamer, began a journey to pick up trash. Born utterly starless in a strict society governed by divine skills, young Ivy is ruthlessly exiled. Surviving entirely by scavenging discarded waste, she successfully tames a bizarre, ultra-rare slime named Sora. Together, they navigate dangerous forests and uncover mysterious conspiracies while desperately hiding her highly illegal outcast social status. This hidden gem brings immense emotional weight to the table. The gorgeous watercolor art style perfectly complements its remarkably poignant atmosphere. You will desperately root for Ivy as she transforms her tragic weakness into profound strength, proving absolute raw power is not always everything needed. Breaking into our top 5 at number 5, I'm Standing on a Million Lives. Yotsuya Yusuke gets randomly transported into a strange quest realm and receives the pathetic farmer class. Forced to complete deadly missions assigned by a bizarre faceless game master, he discovers a brutal twist. If his entire party completely wipes out during their given timeline, they will actually permanently die back home. Yusuke completely breaks the mold of typical optimistic protagonists. His pragmatic, almost cynical approach makes his tactical decisions fascinating to watch. The show masterfully handles deep psychological stakes, forcing characters to weaponize utterly useless skills creatively to somehow overcome absolutely impossible and intense scenarios realistically. Casting a spell at number 4, My Isekai Life. I gained a second character class and became the strongest sage in the world. Corporate Drone. Yuji awakens in another realm as a monster tamer, a widely ridiculed profession. After befriending several helpful slimes, he stumbles upon magical books that quietly grant him a secret secondary sage class. He accidentally gains supreme spellcasting dominance while believing he remains just a completely ordinary, powerless weakling. The deadpan humor absolutely carries this series. Yuji throwing catastrophic apocalyptic spells while maintaining a bored office worker expression is eternally funny. The slimes steal the entire show, acting as his hilarious elemental spotters during flashy magical battles that feature surprisingly vibrant modern animation sequences. Summoning serious power at number 3, Black Summoner. To obtain overpowered stats and the rare Summoner class, Kelvin trades away all his memories during Reincarnation. Arriving without his past, he embraces his inherent battle junkie nature. He recruits a slime, a ghost knight, and beautiful goddess into his party to aggressively dominate formidable enemies without holding back whatsoever. If you crave high-octane action over deep plot, this absolutely delivers. Kelvin fighting purely for the thrill of combat is incredibly refreshing. Studio Satellite brings the heat with gorgeously choreographed fights, mixing traditional animation and fluid magic perfectly to keep you hopelessly hooked throughout. Striking from the shadows at number 2, the world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. A legendary hitman is betrayed and killed by his own organization. A goddess reincarnates him into a magical, noble family with a strict condition. He must assassinate the overpowered hero destined to destroy their realm. Combining modern tactical weapons with aristocratic magic, Lug masters his incredibly specialized deadly assassin class. This anime drips with unbelievable style. Silver Link ensures every assassination feels exceptionally smooth and calculated. The meticulous preparation before each kill is far more compelling than standard magic brawls. It is a brilliant blend of gritty sniper espionage and vibrant fantasy that shines brilliantly. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1, chillin' in another world with level 2 super cheat powers. Fleo is summoned as a potential savior, but gets unceremoniously banished after showing pathetic baseline stats. However, upon reaching level 2, his stats literally break the system, granting him infinite magical mastery. Despite possessing universe-shattering abilities, he simply desires a peaceful life alongside his fiercely loyal demon wolf wife. Crowning our list, this magnificent series perfects the cozy overpowered trope entirely. The romance between Fleo and Fenris is incredibly heartwarming, stealing the spotlight from the action. It proves that sometimes the ultimate fantasy is not saving the world, but successfully ignoring it completely forever. Being underestimated is the greatest weapon a protagonist can have. These characters turned absolute garbage into divine power. Which trash tier class would you want to inherit in another world? Drop your answers below, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all next time.